So here we have UGREEN's new MagFlow chargers. These are all Qi 2.2 wireless chargers that will charge up to 25 watts. Now it's compatible with the new Pixel 10 Pro XL because the other two Pixel 10 Pros, are actually the whole entire Pixel 10 lineup except for the XL, does not do 25 watts. They're stuck at, I believe it's 15 watts. But technically they still have Qi2 with the magnets built in. So all these will still work, you just won't get the full 25 watts. So first up here we have the charging pad. So this is just a regular Qi 2.2 charging pad that will charge at 25 watts. It does have a 4.9 foot cable attached to it, which is pretty nice, and it has USB-C. So let's go ahead and unbox it. Here we have the charging plug right here on top, and below here we just have the cable. This is a somewhat thick charging plug, to be honest. It is 25 watt, and most of the charging plugs I've used have been like 10, 12, 15 watts, so it makes sense. It doesn't look like there's a fan inside, so hopefully there is some way to keep it nice and cool, but it is nice to see that this is a braided cable, and it's going to be quite long, so that you can plug it in and have it pretty much wherever you want. And also in the box we have some paperwork that we're never going to read. And with the regular Pixel 10, this is the base model, it'll still attach just as you'd expect. So that's the charging puck. Now we have the stand and charger. So this is a convertible charger basically. This is more geared toward Apple users obviously because we do have the Apple Watch charger here. There is a 2-in-1 that they're also selling that does not have the Apple Watch charger. So if you are an Android user and don't want the Apple Watch charger, don't want to spend extra for it, you can do that. But this will fold completely flat, which makes it really great for travel. So let's go ahead and unbox this as well. And right here on top we have the charger here, and down here should be the cable. And I'll actually get a power adapter here, which is pretty nice to see. This is a 45 watt USB-C power adapter from UGREEN, and it is a single port, so it is meant for just for this charger here. Inside here we have the cable, which does look like it's gonna be fairly short. So yeah, it's a decent length. It's probably 3.5 feet long. And then over here we do have that charger, which is actually very small. Now, I did get to see these at ETHA last week, so this isn't my first time seeing these actually, but it is nice to see just how thin and light these actually are. So folded up, you know, it's pretty thin. It's pretty lightweight as well. So unfold it, you can attach the phone here, for sure to do that with the Pixel 10. And then you have another charging spot here for like headphones or something. This is going to be, I believe, 5 watts, whereas this will do 25. Then you have 5 watts for the Apple charger here. And because it does fold down, you keep it this way, which will be better for the Apple Watch Ultra. Or you can put it up like this, and you know, that'll still work for like the Apple Watch Series 10, which is what I'm wearing. And we have the USB-C port right here on the back. So that's the stand-in charger. Now let's move over to the MagFlow 3-in-1 magnetic wireless charger. Now this is the one that I'm actually very excited for. It will probably be living on my desk now, replacing the Satechi charger I've been using for the last couple years. But as you can see here, we do have a convertible charger for MagSafe. So that, I don't know if you can see how well down here, but it does convert and go flat, or you can have it up as a stand. Then you have another charging spot here for another phone, AirPods, Galaxy Buds, whatever. And then you have the Apple Watch charger back there as well. This one is also sold in a 2-in-1 without the Apple Watch charger. I don't have the pricing off on hand right now, but I do know that it is a bit cheaper. So right here on top, we do have the charger here. And then over here, we should have the power adapter as well as the cable, because the box did say it comes with a GAN USB charger. So here we have that USB charger. I'm guessing it's probably going to be a 45 watt charger as well. Let's see. Yep, that is a 45 watt charger. Also a single port. It's the exact same charger as in the standard charger. And then it looks like we have the USB-C cable in here as well. this one is again probably about 3.5 feet or so. I wish these were braided, but considering you know how much these probably are going to cost, making these not braided is probably a good idea. And of course we have the help guide that was also in that box. And then over here we have the charger itself, which I'm actually surprised at how light this is, really, for all of them. They're quite light, even though they are somewhat large chargers. They're 3-in-1s. So here we have that charger. So this comes up a little bit as a stand, or you can also keep it down flat. And of course, Pixel will fit right there. And then this is just a push button for the Apple Watch charger, which I actually really like that. So let's go ahead and plug this one in and see how well it's working. So there are 2 USB-C ports here on the back. It looks like one is input and one is output, so you could plug in a regular USB-C. If you need to charge something else, maybe faster, maybe like you know, the Galaxy Z Fold 7 or S25 Ultra that do 45 watts wired, you can plug that in here and probably won't get the full 45 watts, but it'll be faster than wireless charging. Okay, so now we have it turned on. Let's go ahead and put this on here. And as you can see, it is charging here. And of course, if we decide to bring this up, this is a little bit stiff, though I think that'll change over time as you use this more. You can still put... Okay, so you need to angle it a little bit. If you have it straight up, a phone like the Pixel 9 or Pixel 10 is not going to fit, it'll be too tall. I'd imagine that's going to be the case for pretty much any device, unless you have an older iPhone 12 mini or 13 mini that have MagSafe. Because this is a pretty small device. This is probably about as far upright as you'll be able to go with it. Now for the Apple Watch charger, let's go ahead and stick my Apple Watch on here. So this is going to be a little bit difficult because of the bands, but because of the specific band, but it does work. And you can see it is now charging. And we can put the Pixel back on there and charge both of those at the same time. So these are the new MagSafe chargers from UGREEN. These were announced at IFA about a week or so ago. You know, they're specifically made for Apple, but now that Google does have Qi 2.2 as well as Qi 2 built in for the Pixel 10 series, it does work pretty well with the new Pixel 10 as well. And we should see more devices coming with the magnets built in. We do know that the S26 is going to have it when it launches in January. Of course, we'll have links down below to buy all 3 of these chargers if you're looking to pick one up. And if you like this video, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and we'll see you next time.